about to go to the studio. We're gonna make some hits, dude. You know what I'm saying, bro?
Hell yeah, dog.
Yeah.
On a beer break. Little BB.
This is why I play rock and roll.
Dude, you're looking good. I'm gonna blow you real fast.
We wrote like an entire record at first that we sort of had, as a band, had this attitude, like, you know, with the last album we did, there was a lot of input from like other sources that were like telling us what we were doing as a band, and we already had an idea of what we were doing.
When it came time to like actually do pre-pro and go to the studio, we listened back to everything we had, and it was good, and the songs are cool, and maybe someday they'll see the light of day, but it just didn't feel like the next step. It didn't feel like it was better than our last record. It kind of felt like Shadow Part 2.
It fell flat. It wasn't what we really wanted at the end of the day. I think at the end of the day we were like, we should really like apply ourselves to something real.
We decided to write a completely new record 2 weeks before we go into the studio. So what we ended up writing was something way more real to us and way more the direction that we really wanted to go.
So we had to redo our pre-pro, which put us behind, but we ended up writing a whole new record, which I think actually ended up being a lot better.
Well, I think you assholes are idiots. It's not a big deal. I'm just gonna have to delete this whole thing and start over.
1, 2, 3. Dun, 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 dun. You're going 1, 2, 3, 4. Dun, 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 dun.
You want me to just do it?
Talk about what you're doing.
Taco Bell, what I'm doing? What? We're about to record a new song for our new album.
You should have heard what I said the other day about lap dances. It was really stupid.
Lap job.
I called it
Felt like you went to
Yeah.
the strip club and got a lap job.
I'm an idiot.
I'm an idiot.
When I was coming up with a lot of stuff for the record, I kind of thought with the less is more kind of attitude. A lot of drummers nowadays, it's kind of like how fast you can go, what kind of rudiments you can lock in at what time, and it's kind of like wasn't as fun for me. So on this record, I kind of went back to like the old stuff that I first started learning. Like I went back and relearned like Appetite for Destruction and how like Steven Adler would just use like the simplest like build-ups and like snare rolls that were like, but they like hit you harder than I feel than going really fast back into the beat. So kind of just went back to the roots more than anything.
Our producers that we worked with before had a really strong like jazz kind of influence, like a lot of crazy drums that like really don't make sense when you. It's like math drums. It's like it's like doing a math problem. You have to like figure it out.
You can sing along to the drums even without anything else. The drums enough or catchier. They lock in. They stay in your head.
All right, ready. I don't know. I want the drums to sound like. Wait, yeah, that's it. Like. You know what I mean? And then like double bass. That was a burp.
That didn't explain anything at all. Hey, a break!
Drums on this record, we spent a lot of time working on like feel and like making sure that what the drums were doing perfectly matched what the guitar was doing and what the vocals were maybe doing at certain points.
So you're trying to get so drunk that you can't over drum.
Exactly. We're trying to keep it like fucking locked in the pocket,
And
steady,
drunk.
hard-hitting drums instead of being like.
Drunk and simple and catchy.
Yeah.
Alright, cool.
That way, when we play live, it sounds just like the record and fucking sloppy mess.
On this record, they're way more straightforward, way more simple. Nothing's too crazy, you know. There are times where Alex could play the craziest fill in the world, but he decided not to because, you know, he believes sometimes less is more.
Kind of like he just kind of went like. Something like that. We could try it? Okay.
Can, but at the end of the day, you know, this is a band that we grew up on Guns N' Roses, you know, so the drums are like stripped down a lot more. They're way more catchy drums.
Is that it? Fuck this shit.